What if there was one simple, easy, straightforward way that you could change your lifestyle that would guarantee you would be able to declutter without even setting aside blocks of time to declutter in? I'm Rachel Papworth from Green and Tidy, the online professional organiser. I liberate busy people like you from the shackles of clutter and chaos for peace of mind and productivity, because when your home works, your life works. And guess what? There is. I was requested to talk about this again. I've talked about it before, and I was requested to talk about it again by the very lovely Jane. She thought it was time that we were reminded of it. I got to be honest with you, every time I share this tip, I think I'm going to get all these kind of duh responses, like it's so obvious, is that it? Oh, like it sounds so amazing, but it's really so simple. But I made a pre-recorded video about this once, and it's one of my most watched and most liked videos. So I do think it is worth sharing. So okay, let's just get to it. It is the 1 in, 2 out rule. So every time you bring something into your house, you get rid of 2 things. Think about it. If you do that, you will naturally end up with less stuff. And you can either do this for everything, anything you bring into your house, 2 things have got to go, or you can do it for a specific category. And the story that I shared before is that I got really into buying clothes in 1940s and 50s styles many years ago. It's about 15 years ago now, because I'm into swing dancing. And it was getting out of hand, and I had a clothes rail, like an overflow clothes rail, in my spare bedroom, so you couldn't even see the mirror in the spare bedroom. And every time I bought a new beautiful dress or skirt or pair of trousers or whatever, when it turned up, on the one hand I was excited to receive it, and on the other hand I would be feeling stressed because the clothes rail used to collapse every now and then under the weight. I mean, it was, it was really out of hand. So I did this 1 in, 2 out rule specifically for clothes, until I could get rid of that clothes rail. I don't have that clothes rail assembled in the spare bedroom anymore. And from then on, I've done 1 in, 1 out to maintain it. Because of course, if you do 1 in, 2 out forever, you can end up with no stuff. So you might at some point want to decide that you're going to go down to 1 in, 1 out, particularly if you're doing it for a specific category of stuff. Now, of course, the disadvantage of decluttering solely this way is that unless you're somebody who is continually bringing a lot of stuff in, which I really hope you're not, that if you're like me and you don't actually acquire very much stuff, it's going to be a slow process to declutter that way. So if you've got a big backlog and your home isn't functioning the way you want it to function and it's driving you nuts, well, then you might still need to set some time aside to do some specific decluttering. But as a kind of ongoing lifestyle way to reduce the amount of stuff you've got in your home, it's great, and I really recommend it. So what do you think? When I share that, are you like, oh God, was that it? All that build up and it's nothing? Or are you like, yeah, that's great, I can do that? Or maybe you already do it, and if you already do it, do you do it for everything, or do you do it for just one category? And how effective do you find it? Do you find that you bring in, say it's clothes, you bring in a piece of clothing and you can't think of 2 things to let go? Or have you already kind of in your mind got lined up, the next time I want to buy something, I'm going to get rid of those 2? Let me know how that goes for you. I'd really like to hear it in the comments below. Give me a thumbs up, a like while you're there. Something that's really making me happy today is just being fit and healthy. Like just, being a fit person who can jump on my bike and cycle up a hill. I'm going to go and see a friend for the first time in however many weeks it's been. Is it 8 weeks? This evening, and I'm going to cycle up a massive hill to get to her, and I'm really looking forward to it. She might be watching. Hi, if you are. And so I think that's it, and I will see you in the next YouTube live. Look forward to reading your comments. Bye for now.